Welcome in. It's April Fools. That was no joke. That was real legit profit this month. People are crushing right now when it comes to Portfolio EV. And you just saw just a handful of massive results. And look, it's the end of the month. We've got NBA bets. We've got MLB bets. We've got home run dingers to give out. We've got a lot to do right now. But man, was that impressive just seeing that list of just a small amount of people who have come in and dominated. Of course, we always appreciate you being here. If you have your own stories, share them, right? Good to see you, Steven. Appreciate you rocking with us here. It's 2 o'clock Eastern PEV showcase. I have what I have up created for you specifically, my own personal portfolio. And in fact, I've simplified everything. So I went through and simplified, just reduced a ton of clutter. And I think that if you're new here, if you're brand new to this concept, if you're brand new, there's a little Paul DeJong under a half total bags. If you're new to what we're doing at Portfolio EV, I have now created the easiest way to get from point A to point B. Point A, sign up. You get a free week trial with code MUG. Point B, where you just saw everybody, where you just saw all of those slips as we welcome you in. So right away, we want to build a parlay off of at least what I have available here. And you see No Vig has a couple of different things up here. There are some things available to us, right? Like I've bet this before, but that was just at a different book. Same thing with the Santee play. So if you want an NBA parlay right from the jump, because that's why you're here, well, there you have it. In fact, I'm going to go this way. I don't bet them again. Look at the slip. We just put all three of these together. It's telling us where to bet at one of these places, okay? 421, 418. If you have an NBA right now, if you have an NBA parlay boost, if you have something on FanDuel, right? Let me check to see what's even available to us right now. But if you have something available on FanDuel or DK, wherever it may be, it's a same game profit boost. It's something along those lines. Now you know what the baseline is for this. There's got to be something here, right? I know that they're doing the 50% thing for the home runs. And yeah, we're going to get to some dinger stuff in a second. But I was just curious to see what, if anything, was available. All right, so I have the NBA player performance double-double. And I have the NHL same game. So maybe we go NHL a little bit later, but that's your 3-leg parlay right there. McDaniels under 14.5 points, Santee under 6.5 boards, and Denny under 2.5 threes. Are there any questions? Is there anything we can do that you have any questions at all before we begin? Do you want to know why that parlay is a smash? Do you want to know why we even chose those guys? Where there is specific edge in adding these three to get to a plus EV parlay? Or maybe we should just zoom out entirely. Because I've had conversations with multiple people in the handicapping space, and what we are doing here is being referred to as plus EV betting. And that's just not the entire truth. If you have a process, if you have an edge derived or from the market, and it's winning, that's plus EV. It just happens to be proven. At one point, this was just one small micro definition or example of a top-down market-based plus EV betting approach. But you see, the plus EV is the umbrella. And what's below that is why it's working. Your process specific to that is why it's working. All right, so we go Jaden McDaniels. Ooh, some books already have him there at 13.5 points. So we got in rather nicely. All right. Santee, Memphis, 6.5 boards. But just know, I mean, we've got originators. You can do both. How often you see that, right? Like John Hyslop, beyond with at 4 o'clock Eastern. You can make both work. You're not going to be in a position where it's going to be one or the other. All right? You can make this thing work for you. Last leg is going to be Denny in that Portland game. And this is great too, because each leg is a different game. We don't have to worry about any type of correlation tax or what have you. See this here. Flip's on here, brother. We'll get to flip right now. I'm just loading in this parlay as we speak. All right. Yeah, flip's here. So let me go back and I'll show you my portfolio. So all of these are the individual ones that I created. And then what I did here was just add this, right? So this is just going to be. But you see, I have flip on here. All right. I'm going to go notify. Shout out to Lofty if he's watching, because I just added the notification for this. I don't know. Conservative recommended. We'll just keep it balanced. Keep it balanced, share stuff. So flip. Yes. These are the books where I can bet. And what it's doing is it's returning to me now everything that's plus EV. And on top of that, see this HROI, returning a positive historical return of. All it means is that if I bet into this market, it's going to return a positive ROI. It doesn't mean that every single bet's going to hit, but it means that it's going to at least show me bets that have a history in that market of hitting. Meaning, if you bet points on FanDuel this year, just points, over, under, doesn't matter, just points. And there's flip right there, the Jameson battle play. But you see, I have a bunch of plays popping up right now. My portfolio has Mikal Bridges points. It had over at FanDuel. It has the battle play PRA, 14.5 PRA over at Fliff. That's a bet. Go ahead and bucket that. You can't get it on your PC. No, it's app only. It's only for an app. Sorry. I misunderstood what you said. I thought you meant like, do we have it here? Yes, we have it here. In fact, I still have a little coin left in here, and I'm going to go ahead and bet that over at Fliff. Toronto, I mean, look, we know what's going on here with Toronto, right? This team is just not interested in doing much. They're trying to lose. They're trying to pull everybody back. Saw that with Shed and others. So why take a chance here? This is why unders rule this time of year more so than anything. And look, it's still at 105, okay? So drop a little nugget in there. Bet it. I did. Just gave you a couple right here, right off the tools, right off the bat. Don't worry, we're going to generate some parlays. We're going to get crazy. We're going to get sick in a sec. But right away, you can see DraftKings is popping up. Onyx is popping up. NoVig and Profit X also popping up. If you are part of already on NoVig, if you're already on Profit X, then jump in here. Again, you're going to get a free week just using this code MUG. Just sign up, OddsShopper.com, download the app, whatever it may be. MUG, M-U-G. This is the Coffee Bet Show. That's why. But you are already on these exchanges. You already know how they work. Now you're going to get free bets popped back to you. Well, not free in the sense of for a week, it's going to be free. Popped right back to you. Kuminga, Anthony Simons, a lot of NBA bets up here right now. A lot of NBA bets, and they're moving. They're on the move. So we keep refreshing. We keep refreshing. And I showed you here. I'll show you how I've basically removed all of this clutter. And all I want now is just bets on every book that I can bet at that are returning a positive ROI. That's it. And again, some are larger than others. All right. Threes on DraftKings. I mean, a 6.5% HROI. That's a lot of bets that we put down here. Over 5K bets that have registered as plus EV with our model on DraftKings in the three-pointer market. It's pretty wild, don't you think? Yeah, you can. If you're new to Flip, you just purchase that and it moves you on over. But see, this is where, just to look at this, right, from Zaxi hit 30. And if you're here rolling with us, hit the thumbs up button. We already gave you a PEV parlay. We already gave you a massive handful of plays here in the NBA tonight. But if you live in a state that only has one sports book, like Florida, for example, if you live in a state that has no sports books, like California or Texas, for example, you have options. You have options. Those options are ProfitX, NoVig, Flip, And those options are available to be beaten. In fact, you can take them behind the shed at times over here on Portfolio EV. So you see how that connects? The fact that Desmond Bain assists under 4.5 dimes plus 142. We have this at plus 128. That's our edge. Our edge is that even on a peer-to-peer, we can still get this at plus 142, which dominates the true odds of plus 128. Now, other books have different numbers, what have you. Flip is under 5.5 minus 160. That's great, but that doesn't mean that number works. There's no edge on that number. There's an edge on taking it lower and getting a far better return, even though you have one less assist to work with. The number you're getting here at plus 142 dominates. Look at FanDuel plus 118. Look at Caesars plus 112. Look at DraftKings plus 114. This is why we have a massive edge. Brother, you just got to buy them, all right? Head on over there. Boy, I wish I had a code for Fliff. Prize Picks is on there, Santiago, and we got you. Okay, I'm going to get you with this thing right now. Well, thank you, Kashish. Appreciate you. Yes, Prize Picks is in the house. So let's do that real quick, all right? So you see these options that we have. You can arbitrage. You can build a parlay specific to a book. I'll show you how to do that before we get out of here. But we already have our PEV parlay of the day. I guess we need to create something to satisfy a boost. That might be a home run. But look, pick them top bets. So I can go to pick them top bets. Now, again, I have to filter this. So I'm in a state that allows pick 'em sites, right? Let's go to Virginia. Okay. And what I'll do here is select all. So now I have better pick six, prize picks, sleeper, underdog. If you just want prize picks, great. You can just keep it as is. Okay. So this is just prize picks. And now you have a ton of bets. In fact, why don't we just add it right now? Why don't we just create a nice 5-leg to diffuse the VIG here? All right. Let's get rid of all this. Giannis will put in here. Okay. And actually, I think there's a taco. That's the taco for Giannis. Okay. Or the reduced price, if you will. Justin Steele, Michael King, and Chris Paul. Okay. So we've just given you here. Oh, did something lose? Did something lose? What happened to Chris Paul? Is that gone? There we go. We just added this here. That's it. That's your ticket. Go Birds. You know that, Josh. So this is what we look at across the board, right? Why is Santi still on this ticket? Get this ass out of here. Goodbye, Santi. There we go. Giannis over 25.5 points. Woods Richardson under 4.5 Ks. Steele under 5.5 Ks. King under 5.5 Ks. Chris Paul under 6.5 points. That's a 5-leg prize picks ticket that I just built just out of thin air on a tool in which we have massive edge. Again, it's the same principle. The odds are built in on prize picks at minus 118. So the Woods Richardson K prop should be minus 127. But when you add these together properly in a 5 or 6 leg ticket, you're looking at the individual odds of minus 118. All of a sudden, you get a 3.4% edge. 3.4%. Hey, go ahead and talk to Greg. Go ahead and talk to Josh. Go ahead and talk to Lofty. Go ahead and talk to Lindy. Go ahead and talk to Ben. Go ahead and talk to anybody that you respect in the DFS world. And I give you those names because they've proven to have a set level of respect earned. And you ask them if they would scoff at a 3.4% edge, be it mass entering bets or mass entering in a GPP tournament. A 3.4% edge over time is going to compound into glorious profits. There we go. I got you. How much am I up last month? I'll show you. I'm on Pickett. It's all free and available to follow. All right. March was rough. Here, I'll give you a screenshot. I'll screenshot each one of my months But here's the deal. I'm going to screenshot January, February, and March. And I'm going to show you January, February, and March. I'll even show you 2024, okay? And on top of that, all I need from you, Kahish, pardon me. No, there is an S in there. Sorry, Kashish. All I need from you is to sign up for a free week, okay? Because if you see these results and you don't sign up, then what are we doing here? That would be my response, right? What are we doing here? Okay, March. Don't worry, I got you. I'm doing this as we speak. But look, I'm also here because of any questions you have, right? So if we can build through this, if you have questions about like how the parlay generator works, let's get back to that. You can see more of this here. But I think a big thing as well is trying to identify, the most part at least, why we're profitable. Volume is a big thing. We're constantly reinvesting and taking what we make and putting it right back in. Bankroll building, a lot of that is simply that. Is simply making sure that whatever you profit, you put back in the next night and you continue to compound. Because otherwise you're just sitting there like, well, yeah, it's not really going to work. All right, here we go. Here we go. Let me get these up here for you. See, I knew it. It would only be a matter of time. So let's see. Why are we not having anything behind us here? That's no good. Come on, site. There we go. So you see, like Gershon, this is a massive edge that we have. This should be minus 173, and instead we're getting it at minus 142. So again, what are we doing here? Jameson Battle, the threes. Mike Conley. Now you can take and do this whatever you wish with Conley, but as we've said before, you're getting edge against the market. All right, I'm updating these pictures. 1, 2, 3, and then I'll show you what we have here. Happy to work with my picket. But you just keep moving, keep moving. Let's generate some parlays. So this is what I have available here. I'm going to open this thing up in a second. Oh, look, more bets are popping in. Great. So I'm going to generate some parlays. I want to generate 100 parlays. Let's see how fast it will take me to generate as many parlays as possible, 3-leg parlays, based off of my specific portfolio. You see, there aren't a ton available, right? Because I don't have a ton of bets available to me specifically, but like this one here is gold. Curry under 4.5 threes, Evaldi under 5.5 Ks, and Corey Joseph under 1.5 threes. That gets me to plus 506. A little tweak in this one here with Butler under 12.5 rebounds and assists. Eval actually like that better than the Steph play. And then the Corey Joseph one. But I'll show you, we can get even more in here. Okay, don't worry, we'll get even more in here because now everything is wide open. And you can see that more bets are starting to populate in. And that's the big thing. All right. So as promised, let me open this thing up because I'm going to run through each one and show you in reverse, actually, where we are. So this was March. All right. Kashish, and again, like, maintain that I'm pronouncing it right. My name is Eitan. So that's exactly the deal here. I want to make sure I'm getting names right. Jaquan, I got you. All right. This is exactly what we're doing. Somebody taught me how to fish using this method. I'm going to show you how to fish using this method. Pat Kingpin's in the house. We've seen Pat profit right here off of this. Standard does. Shander does not. But Standard does. I'm with you. All right. So this is it. This was March. March was my worst month over the past 15 months. When I started tracking everything from what was once OddsShopper to now PortfolioEV, not this past January, but January 2024. So this was March, and you see a lot of up and down. I am going through a massive downswing of variance right now. Clearly, a lot of other people, the majority of people are not. But you see, I still was able to turn a profit. I still walked away plus 5 units on the month. Let's go to February, a little bit better. As you see, February started out really bad. and then consistently, right, was able to move up. I also had a massive Super Bowl, so that helps. But as you see, at one point up 46.2, and then variance starts to settle. You're not just going to go straight up. You're going to have some ups and downs. But the reality is that I had enough up here to weather storms. And I kept, as you see, look at these as they go through, right? The bottom, I'd say second half of this, it starts to dip, but you're still going through the same process of volume. In fact, in February, I didn't get enough volume down that I'd like. When I did get volume down, this is what happens in January. And as you see, at one point in January, I'm down nearly 19 units. And I'm sitting there looking at myself like, wow, this is not a fun month. Wow, I'm getting slammed. Wow, other people are doing great. I'm happy for them, but where's my pat? And then things pick up. You are never, ever going to be defined in your betting journey at your low point, nor will you ever be defined at your high point. It's about the long run, and it's about increasing. So, yeah, I mean, let's do the math. 60.5 plus 19.5, right? So that's 80 plus 5. I mean, I'm up 85 units right now on the year that's tracked. That's not bad. I'll take it. Right? I mean, look, I just need you on the site now, brother. Let's get back to you, sir. Jaquan, I think the easiest thing you can do is you sign up, you get Mug. It'll give you, that code will give you a free week. So in this free week, you immediately, and just come back to this video because I'm going to walk you and everyone else through how to build the easiest, most clutter-free portfolio where you can immediately start mass betting for profit. That's it. So you go to the first thing you do after you use Mug to get the free week and after you sign up at OddsShopper is go to Portfolio Lab and go to create a new portfolio. Okay? And you want to go in your state, whatever state you're in. I'm in Pennsylvania. Immediately, the first thing you do is select every single league. I don't care if it's the NHL, UFC, EPL, whatever the hell it is, select. That's what you want. Sports books. This is where it gets interesting. And this is the only area that you're going to have to apply just a little bit of thought. Where can you bet? Ask yourself, okay, where can I legally place a bet? A, in the state that I live, and B, to where I'm not massively limited. You're going to get limited at some spots. It's the nature of winning, right? Winning. That's the nature of it. So you put a couple of bets in here. Bet Rivers, Draft. I'm just arbitrarily clicking a couple. Fliff, right? No Vig, Onyx, and Sugar House. Okay, there you have it. Bet types. Once again, I want them all. I want it all, everything. Yes, because I want to make sure, and I'll tell you why coming up, but I want to make sure every single bet in every single market is clicked. From there, leave it on conservative or balance. It's up to you. It doesn't really matter. That's fine here. Flat betting, leave that. The only other thing you need to do, because we're not doing anything, we're just leaving stuff for the most part. The only thing you need to do is move this to 1. That's it. OS rating to 1. Everything else stays the same. View markets, make sure it's current season, okay? Once you save this portfolio, that's it. Like we just created it. Hands up like they do in Chopped. You're done. You just created it. How long did that take? 4 seconds? 5 seconds? How long did that take? You can't afford me, brother. That's the problem. You can't afford me. And I don't make anywhere near as much money as some of these other people that work at this company. Good luck. You immediately go to save portfolio. Now, let's go back, okay? The saved portfolio that I just did, that same process is called Shander's stuff, all right? Oh, hold on. Come on. Okay? Shander's stuff. Now, what's happening here is because I have this on no, show negative HRI bets, no. Because I have that on, I'm only going to see bets that return a profit. I'm only going to see bets whose markets return a profit on the sports books that I selected. You don't have to go through each book. You don't have to go through each stat. You don't have to go through last year. Just go through this year and it will pop immediately. Just taught a blind man how to bet. If you have questions, you let me know. Oh, man, now we got to put you in timeout, cuz. You can't hit me with the same message 3 times in a row. 2 times, okay, maybe I'm not paying attention. Yo, Shander, come on, I asked you already. 2 times. 3 times, you're botting me. And you violated the terms of service for my particular program. This is it. Jump in. Code mug. We gave you a parlay. We gave you a couple of sharp plays already from the tool. You need home run plays, don't you? We don't really have a ton of baseball that's popping up right now. So let's go back here. Okay. Let's go to, we'll create this new one. We'll just go to MLB. And we'll see if anything pops up at all. Any bet type pops up. All right. Across the board. Okay. Sports books, any sports book here. That's fine. We just want home runs. Okay. Because we're going to use that 50%er when we get there. Let's make this one. I'll show you how to cheat. Okay, this is current season. Save. See how we're just working through this. Save portfolio, and we're good. So I go back to top bets, and it should already be automatically on there. No, okay, that's fine. Shader stuff is gone. And I'm just looking. Is there any baseball that we have that's popped up? No. Okay, that's fine. So right now, there is no MLB play or plays, if you will, that are available at all across any book that I have in Pennsylvania. That's okay. All right. Stuff will pop once the algorithm gets smoothed out right now. K props, if you see those, are pretty much an automatic. I would say that's pretty much an automatic. But you see, like, it's pretty simple to build this thing. It's pretty simple to ensure that you're constantly going to have bets pop up. All right. There you have it. Mug is the code. Get your free week. Jump in. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know where you are. You know, something's going on that I don't have any bets at all available, but that's just, keep going, keep refreshing. The market's here for you. And we go from there. I'll see you Wednesday. We'll have some more baseball that will pop up. There we go. Thank you, Ashley. Because I don't have anything apparently popping up at all across the board, which kind of doesn't make sense, right? You would think that there would be some bets here across like something, but no. I've even removed portfolios. There we have it. Those are our 2 home run plays. Judge and Witt. All right? Love it. Ashley, if it hits, we'll give you $100. And we'll run a flash sale for everybody on PortfolioEV. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Appreciate everybody rolling with us. We're back on Wednesday. Enjoy your Tuesday, April Fool.